single coverage. Is that kind of the plan this weekend as well?
Yeah, it always is. You know, it's always a challenge at corner to go out and stop those guys from catching it. And this week it's just another guy. Really great player, has a lot of catches, and the challenge always comes to us on the back end.
What do you see that he does specifically that makes him, so successful?
Well, the main thing, he's really accelerates coming out of his cuts. Really good in press, makes spectacular catches. So, they find a lot of ways to get him the ball. So it's going to be important for us to recognize where he's at and try to stop him from getting those catches.
Will you rotate guys, or will it be kind of the same guy out there?
Yeah, we'll rotate. We'll do what we do. We'll play football, playing gap sound, setting the edge, staying on top, forcing them to make tough throws, and it's part of the game.
What will this week be like for you going back to Tuscaloosa?
Man, it's always great to go to Tuscaloosa. But the great thing is I'm on the other sideline now, so I'm always pulling for the team I'm on.
What was this rivalry like, the series like when you were a player? Especially being a Mississippi guy.
Oh, yeah, it was always great, especially for me playing against guys that I played against in high school and then getting a chance to see them when I came home in the summer. So it was always pretty neat to play against Mississippi State.
These two being so close and having so much cross-pollination, Mississippi guys playing for Alabama, vice versa, was that part of the dynamic?
It was. My cousin played here, Warren Long, who was a linebacker here in the 90s. And, always, for me, it came down to Mississippi State and Alabama in recruitment. So it was always pretty special to play against those guys.
How close was it?
Really close, really close.
What have the practices been like? This is really maybe not just the biggest game this season, but maybe the biggest game in Mississippi State's history.
Well, everybody says that, but, it's kind of the same thing we tell our guys is every game is the most important game. That next game on the schedule, that's the most important game. And for us, it's just important for us to go out there and play sound football. Continue to do the things that we do, get after the run game, try to limit the explosive passes. If we can do that, we'll be fine.
Do you think it helps to kind of keep guys in a routine rather than go along with some hype about being a huge game like this? Oh,
yeah. Every game is huge. When you line up in the SEC, each week is important. Just so happens this week is fortunate for us. It's an opportunity to play against another SEC West team, and that's always the most important. Our guys you kind of try to keep them calm down. This week right here, if your coach has to motivate you, you're in the wrong game. And our guys kind of know what's at stake. They're always excited to play, and that's a great thing about being in a game in this magnitude.